Facebook every day. You know how many people you can reach out to? It's just taking advantage of what's in front of you and not using it to complain and
Yeah.
realizing that it's actually a source and not a tool for you to BS on and waste time.
No doubt,
Because
man.
that's really all you're doing. Wasting time.
Wasting time, man. Shout out to, man, the Snarky of Oz is tuning in and chit chatting with me on the back end, man, on the back channel, if you will. Think about a radio, tuning in to the show. I appreciate your comments and everything. I really, really do. It's all good. It is all good. You know, it is all good. She said, keep being you on the radio and no thanks needed. Well, it is thanks because you know why? There's so much to listen to out here. And you two tune in and check us out for a few minutes. Oh, you deserve a thank. Matter of fact, you deserve a round of applause. Can you dig it?
Appreciate you. Like I said, we said from the beginning, man. It's so, like you said, there's so much you could be listening to right now, and you chose to listen to us two brothers that's out here trying to make it happen with no excuses. We're not making no excuses for our situation. We're trying to get up out of our situation and make it happen, and that's really what it's all about. And we those brothers that's going to make it happen, that's going to change the community for generations to come, because we're the ones that's trying to do something. We are the ones that's trying to change the future, that's trying to change the legacy of our families, to build that generational wealth to where our kids can be straight and they remember the Fortenberry name or the Stewart name for legacies to come, and I'm determined to do that. I don't have no other option. I don't have anything else to live for. That's just being truthful. If I don't do it, I don't know who else is going to do it. And if I don't do it, I'm leading my son down the same path that I was on, and I'm trying to teach him how to be an entrepreneur, a businessman early in life, and not settle for, oh, you got to get good grades, and you got to go out here, and you got to go to college, and you got to get some more good grades, and you got to spend about 80, 90,000 to get those good grades, and then you got to go out here and get a job. Meanwhile, you still 80 and 90,000 in debt, and then you go out here and you get this job, or you try to apply for a job, and you don't get the job because they want you to have such and such experience. And when you don't have that experience, you got to go out here and you got to work at McDonald's, and you got to work at Burger King or places that you don't want. Meanwhile, you're mad at yourself because you're thinking like, I spent $80,000 or $90,000 on this degree, and I'm not nowhere near where I wanted to be. And that's the whole problem. Recognize that. Recognize those situations that you're putting yourself in, and don't fester. Don't let you not being able to pursue the career that you signed up for when you went to college to stop you from creating the dream, creating you from what you want and from what you're trying to be or what you're wanting to do.
Right. You know what?
It's an opportunity out here to go get it.
I'm a huge fan of trade schools, man. I'm a huge fan of learning how to do something like building
trades. Oh,
man,
like it's knowledge.
All that stuff, man. All that. I mean, all that stuff, man. And like building and working like with the land and stuff like that, man. Agriculture and stuff like that. It's so much, man, that you can do out here, man, to learn yourself. And I think that's why there's so many young people out here that's angry because they bought that that college jive. Sometimes go to school, get good grades. Go to college, and then you get a student loan to do what? Right? You have no trades, you have no skill, you have no one's hiring, and so now you what? So unless you're already connected, then you just out there with all this money, with all this debt, with all this bad credit, working a job that you don't like, with a degree that you're not doing something that you didn't go to school for. So like, what did you do with that time? What did you do with that time? What did you do with that time? And that's the key. And that's the key to everything, though, man. This time thing. We got that birth date, that date at the end, and then we have that dash in the middle. What are we doing with that particular time, man? And we cannot waste that time. We cannot ask anybody else to waste that time. We have to be about our business out there, man, because like I said, tick-tock goes the clock, man. Tick-tock goes the clock. And so there's a room for this positivity, man. Like I said, I've been chatting back and forth, man, with the Mr. Snarky of Oz, right? And she was saying that there's so much negativity on the internet these days, on like podcasts and on radio. So she's appreciating the level of positivity that we're bringing to the table here, man. So that's what I'm saying. There's room. If you want to be positive, there is room for you. I understand there are not a lot of pats on the back. I understand there's not a lot of recognition. They are not rolling out the red carpet for being a nice person, for being a good person. But do not let this world eat you up and change you. If you are a light, bring the light. If you are positive, bring the positive. If you about that action, bring the action. Don't let nobody stop you from being who you're supposed to be. Don't let anybody, man. I promise you that. Don't do that. She called them keyboard warriors already. Thumb thuggery. That's what they called it. I think what is the one guy used to play with the Texans used to call it thumb thuggery. Because you out there just, being all these things, being mad. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. If you're angry, be angry over in a corner by yourself. But do not spew that mess and garbage on anybody else, man. There is no time for that right now. Divide and conquer is real, man. Divide and conquer is real. We have to be all about the human race, about being together. Those that want to be opposed over there. Right? Because this is that's needed out here, man. There are people out here that are hurting. There are people out here that are dying. There are people out here that are poor, that are hungry, that need a word, man. Good morning will set a person off. Hey, I love you. Hey, I care about you. Hey, I thought about you today. That's going to that can set somebody off, because you imagine, man, the number of people that is not hearing that. Some people never hear I love you. They never hear that they're cared about, man. And that is so sad to me sometimes, because you have some people that hear that. I get told that all the time. Every time I get off the phone with my dad, my mom, I love you. Every time I get off the phone with my son, I love you. Every time I get off the phone with my wife, I love you. You know what I mean? The thing about it, man, we're not getting enough for that, man. We're not getting enough for that, man. So therefore, we have to be able to give that. And then guess what? As you say earlier, brother, it's going to come your way, man. It's going to come your way. It's going to come your way.
It's going to come your way.
Man. It's going to come your way, man. And just try it. Every day, I promise you, man, you try. The universe is listening. The universe is listening. Just show up and show out, man. I know we ran a longer than usual show today, man. Usually we hit you guys about 45 minutes or so, but it's been a lot on my mind. It's been a lot on my heart, and I'm just like so full right now, man. I'm just so full because I'm grateful. You know what I mean? I'm grateful no matter what those things are, those things have been. They again, this weight, like we talked about it, that weight. It's not going to weigh me down. I'm going to use it to get stronger. And I'm going to help everybody else to get stronger as I get strong. Can you dig it?
And that's really all it's about.
Bottom line,
we're on the same level, man. That's really all it's about. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, Shelton. I know, like you said, we ran over. I'm not complaining because this has been great. I'm not complaining at all, man. I appreciate you letting it run over, because this your show. This is how you run it, man. Thank you. Because I've gotten some great knowledge. I'm telling you, Shelton's gonna make me get off the phone, call my wife and tell her I love her. I'm not playing. I'm calling her immediately.
Immediately.
Tell her I love her.
Immediately. Call her and say, I love you. Immediately. Let her know that, man, because I tell you, man, sometimes we don't say that enough, man. We wait till somebody die. My son lost his grandmother, man, a few days ago, man. Condolences to the Dominic family in Trinity, Texas, man. Condolences to y'all.
Yes, man.
My son lost his grandmother, right? And so, it's like, just saw that morning, right? And then she passed away that day, whatever. So, again, you never know, man. This family a few weeks ago buried this young man, was like 18 years old, 17, 18 years old. So, again, man, take advantage of the opportunity of the life, but don't take advantage of those in your life. You see what I'm saying? You see how that goes? Take advantage of the opportunity that you have in life, but don't be a person that takes advantage of the people in your life. Be that person that give and not always taking. And I guarantee you're always going to be taken care of, man. And I'm not saying this because, again, as we say, brother, everything ain't perfect in my world. I be going through out here, but I go through. Man. And that's what I'd encourage all you listening to this show, man. You guys go through. Continue to walk through, man. Shout out to everybody that participated in the show, all the comments. We got a new follower, got a new fan. Miss the Snorkly of Oz. Now, I would like to know, how'd you get that name? I want to know that. Conversation with you. How'd you come up with that one? Because that is very, very unique. That is very unique. That gets that's an attention getter for sure. But, man, any solution that you got for the people, man, before we let you out of here, my brother, anything you want to tell the people, any updates, what's going on with your show, and then we let everybody make it.
Miss Snarky, I just want to make sure you follow this on the Conduct Entertainment, too. Don't forget, it's another half of this that we are doing and we are collaborating with, that we are making it happen. And, brother, once again, another dynamic, great episode to not only get other people over the hump, but get myself over the hump. I need it just as much as everybody else do. Motivation, the inspiration, the aspirations, the determination, the dedication, and the education to make it happen. I don't even know if all that go together, but you know.
That's all right, man. That's all right. Hey, we're gonna put it all in a bowl together and execute some marination.
Right, but there you go, marination. I love it. You know, that's really it, man. I thank you for having me on here.
Very well.
Everybody, make sure you follow the podcast, Disorderly Conduct. We on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud. Click that download link, share and subscribe with your friends. I'm not gonna say we not negative or anything like that, but we are really, really raw. We are really, really real, and we just keep it all the way 100 on the podcast. So make sure you tune in to that, download that, subscribe to that, and share it with your people. Shelton, once again, brother, thank you for having me on here. Thank you.
You're very welcome, my brother, man. Thank you for jumping on, getting over the hump, and being a great part. Episode number 6, man. We're going to keep growing, we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep showing, because on Think About It Radio, you're going to keep knowing. Can you dig it, baby? Another show, man. Y'all hit me up. Think About It Radio at yahoo.com, and Think_Radio on Twitter, Think Radio on Instagram, and keep on pushing ENT on Facebook as well. Check it out. And if you guys are looking for a home loan in the state of Texas, holler at me. I can help you out, and I can point you in the right direction. Financial education, can you dig it? Let's go. Home loans in the state of Texas only now. Now, if you're anywhere else, I got a referral source for you. Can you dig it? Man, much love you guys. Thank everybody for tuning in. Disorderly Conduct Ent LLC LMNOP QRSTUV. Thank you too, my brother. Everybody, have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. Get over that hump, baby. Peace.